Now when I meet Gen Zs, so to speak, I don't really understand them, and sometimes I feel that why am I not being able to resonate with them? Hi, this is Mahima Makwana, and you're watching me on the Sunny G Show by Rohit Consulting Firm. Like, share, and subscribe to Shivoji's channel.
भाई मेरे दोस्तों, they say that when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Tough is not always just from here. Tough is also about here. And somebody who's very tough from here is right now with me. It's Mahima Makwana. Do you love that introduction?
I loved it. Thank
you have to give me
so
a big
much.
high five
Yes,
for that one.
yes, for sure. Thank you. I really appreciate that. What an intro.
It
I was actually thinking about that saying a while ago and I couldn't get it.
So I actually basically went inside your mind. आप खाना खा रहे थे वहाँ पे, मैंने सोचा यार मैं वेट करूँ, क्या करूँ, मैं दिमाग के अंदर घुस के वो ले लेता हूँ. It might just create a bit of impact right from the very beginning.
Yes. Thank you. But I also know that you meant it. You didn't.
I definitely meant it because while I was here, I was hearing certain stories about you which you were telling in the previous chat. And genuinely मैं बता रहा हूँ, not because of the cold, but genuinely I had goosebumps in certain places. And I'll tell you why now. When you were born, very emotional turmoil moment, you lose your father. And then 15 years from down there, 15 years down the line, you actually at least reach that stage of stability where you actually get a house for yourself. 15 साल में मैं क्या कर रहा था? I was playing cricket all around, breaking window panes and all. That level of maturity to understand that I have had a series of hardship in my life. I can't take my mother's contribution for granted.
Yeah.
उन्होंने जो किया उन्होंने किया. Now it's my turn to take over. Yeah. Tells a lot about your emotional maturity right from the very beginning. जब लोग उतना ज़्यादा नहीं सोचते आपकी ज़िंदगी के बारे में. Do you feel somewhere down the line कि because of all the experiences right from your birth जो हुआ, perhaps you are 15-20 years elder to your actual age in terms of maturity?
I think so because now when I meet Gen Zs, so to speak, I don't really understand them, and sometimes I feel that why am I not being able to resonate with them? Also, the kind of experiences that life threw not only at me but my family, it also got us together, made us strong, helped us develop a thick skin. So today, I think if I hadn't had those experiences, I wouldn't have been the person that I am today. And I'm extremely proud of where I come from. I take a lot of motivation from my journey, and I know I'm aware that I'm more mature than my age, but I still look at this as a beginning.
15 साल की उम्र में जब आपने अपना खुद का घर लिया, I'm sure you must have seen a lot of happiness in your mother's eyes.
Yes.
I know she's not very expressive. I picked up pointers from the last chat, but she must have been very happy. She is still very happy about how, because it's not that you still have your entire life going forward. You're so young, you're in your 20s right now. पूरी जिंदगी पर ही आगे जाके. At that point of time, that was like a first milestone achievement that one can have.
Yeah.
Your mom's reaction, the validation that you got from your family at that point, कि यार, we're going in the right track. How did that motivate you to work even better and harder? Because I know you were always hardworking, but जब milestone कुछ हासिल होता है, you become all the way more motivated. So वो कैसे हुआ? How did you transition that into working hard even more?
I think there is no other way that I could, I have bagged everything that I have based on my, my merit. I have auditioned for every single thing. I faced a lot of rejections, but it's okay. And as far as the milestone is concerned, I don't even look at it as a milestone. Sometimes people come and tell me that I unfortunately undermine myself, and I'm really hard on myself. But I think that has also motivated me to not pay attention on too much of the good. Yes, having said that, it's really important to appreciate yourself and let it, and a little bit of a casual flex is great. But I think I've always been this person who focused on doing great, making the best of what I have. and believing in yourself. And obviously, having said that, it doesn't come naturally. It's something that you have to build. My experiences have taught me a lot. And yeah, and there's a long way for me to go. I do want to make sure that I make my mother even more proud. And yeah, there are things, I mean, there are big dreams and aspirations that I still have. And I want to continue to do so.
You know, actors या people from the Indian entertainment industry, सबका अलग अलग struggle होता है. One part of the struggle is to enter the industry. Second part of the hustle is to, once you have entered, is to maintain your ground and how you grow. उसके बाद वो growth जब आ जाते है उसको maintain करना. So everybody, I believe, is struggling just at different levels. But I think it's a lot more when it's not just your professional life struggle, but also there's a lot of personal struggle that has also gone behind that.
Yeah.
So अगर मैं आपको पूछूं कि आपके ज़िंदगी में पर्सनल स्ट्रगल एंड प्रोफेशनल स्ट्रगल दोनों में से अगर मैं बोलूं कि विच हैज हैड अ लॉट मोर इम्पैक्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ मेकिंग यू द स्ट्रॉन्ग पर्सन दैट यू आर टुडे.
I think the professional hassles that I came across, people looking down upon me because I came from television, um, people taking me for a ride, you know, often, I don't know, some people like not being taken seriously enough, being taken for granted. These things do add to your temperament, and they do demotivate you as well. Not being offered the right opportunities, feeling rejected, you know, a bunch of all of this. So I think professional struggles are something that have been also, you know, क्या होता है, मैंने बहुत बचपन से काम करना शुरू किया है. So my life revolved around my profession. My profession became my life. It is now when I realize that it's a part of my life, and there is a little bit of a life that I need to live for myself. The thing is, as child actors, or maybe I have grown up on a set, yaar. तो आप क्या ही expect करोगे? Having surrounded with people almost a decade older to me, having too many mature conversations, being able to live your dream, but at the same time maintaining a balance that you're also you know, running your kitchen, but at the same time you're not making the wrong decisions, you know. So it's been a mix of all of this. So yeah, professional disappointments have had a huge impact on me, but at the same time those experiences have helped me, or maybe I've got no choice but to develop a thick skin towards.
I'll tell you something that will make you feel nice after this. Professional struggles a lot of people start facing at the age that you are now. So I think the flip side to this is that you face that at a young age. So now this is the time where you actually thrive and go all guns blazing, ekdam dominate the space. That is what I can say. Do you feel that as well?
I don't look at it that way. I honestly, you know, now that I'm making a transition, and I am going to say this, a lot of times I have been made to feel that the experiences that I had on TV, you know, on the television set didn't exist. Sometimes I think it's important for your work to reach the masses and have a wider range of approach भी नहीं बोल सकते, but I think जब तक आप popular नहीं होते हो, जब तक your show or your project doesn't really get that sort of popularity, your work doesn't reach, you know, the right set of audience. So today I am still made to feel as a newcomer. I'm still made to feel that I'm invisible. So, but I take it with a pinch of salt. And I this is a part of the industry, and I maybe I have to, I don't have to carry the baggage of the experiences that I've had and look at it as a new beginning. Yeah.
You spoke about the difficult part right from your childhood, professionally or personally. It was integrated in a way, I believe. TV mein, like as far as a rule that I know, I think this is the only industry where people below 18 are allowed to work, because otherwise the other things are classified as child labor. But there's a certain amount of duration that works कि एक बच्चा अगर somebody is under 18, he or she is allowed legally to work only for that particular duration. I think 5 या 6 घंटा कुछ है जितना rule है. But it doesn't actually work on set like that. So I'm sure there must have been times when as a child artist as well, आपका उतना एनर्जी लेवल शायद नहीं होता कंपेयर टू व्हेन यू आर एन एडल्ट, बट स्टिल यू मस्ट हैव स्ट्रेच्ड लाइक एनीथिंग, शायद 10 घंटे, 12 घंटे, 14 घंटे एज वेल, आई थिंक यू माइट हैव वर्कड. Did it drain you in any way? Did it, kind of mess with your health at that point of time? Because utna aap push kar rahe the, because you have a certain place to reach, but at the same time, perhaps your body is not conditioned. It's not reached that age where it can take and handle that pressure.
You know, I honestly didn't give these things too many importance. मेरा दिमाग I think उतना mature नहीं था कि मैं I knew what was important. I knew what has to be done in that moment. I prioritized what was needed. And I have no regrets in that. I take huge pride in the fact that I started working at a very young age.
Right.
And my, my experience, or I'm lucky that I realized very soon in life that this is what I want to do. Maybe शायद अगर मैंने वो struggle या मुझे उस situation में नहीं डाला जाता तो शायद मैं अपना passion भी नहीं discover कर पाती. So I don't think, and also, I made sure that I pay a lot of attention to the academics as well. Not that I sidelined my studies, not that I didn't pay much heed to, didn't pay much heed to it. I have tried to strike a balance, and there was a choice that I made, and it's fine, to each their own.
Yeah. I'll integrate your film a little bit as well.
Yes, please.
तुमसे ना हो पाएगा. But in a constructive way, when people go through difficulties, people go through hardships, I think the easiest thing is to write them off and say कि यार तुमसे genuinely नहीं हो पाएगा. You try something else, you do this, you do that. Perhaps choose a safer option, more stable option. Because acting में stability है नहीं. Entertainment industry in general doesn't have that short stability. With time शायद develop हो जाए, you never know. Tell me that one ridiculous advice or that one suggestion जो शायद आपको दिया गया था in your initial days, and you thought that मतलब I want to reach a certain stage, I know what I'm doing, but then why is all this thing coming to me? Because एक चीज़ जो free में बहुत अच्छे से मिलता है वो advice. I'm sure बहुत उल्टे सीधे तरीके के advice भी आपको मिले होंगे, and I'm sure you had that maturity to filter कि this is not worth for me. Chalo, this is important, this I can perhaps use. How did you filter? What were the kind of negative advices that came to you when people thought कि इसको जो भी बोलेंगे we can maneuver her the way we want to?
This तुमसे ना हो पाएगा जो statement है ना, more than people telling me, I said it to myself. And when you do that, that's when you know that this is something that needs work. Yes, I have had people come and make me feel that maybe this is what I can't do. But I think pehle se hi na, obviously you build that thick skin with time. Not that I have developed one right now, but pata nahi, I just believed in what I'm doing, and I got on with it. मैंने लोगों की बातों पर इतना ध्यान नहीं दिया because लोगों का काम है कहना और वो कुछ ना कुछ कहते रहेंगे. So yeah, like for instance, when I was making my transition, when I was trying out something new, even when I am doing films, yes, I have been made to feel a certain way कि तुमसे नहीं हो पाएगा. लोग आपको कहते नहीं हैं, आपको feel कराते हैं. That's when you know that it. And I still get vulnerable, I still get sensitive because as an actor, now there is a dual life that one lives now. Acting ke liye you need to be sensitive and empathetic, but at the same time you have to develop a thick skin for the experiences that one faces. But I don't think I paid much attention to it. And even if I did, maybe I just cried to bed and I got better the next day.
You did a magnanimous movie. Everybody talks about the fact that somebody works with Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, Amir Khan, anybody. तो अगर तुमने उनके साथ काम कर लिया, जिंदगी एकदम sorted है, एकदम आगे सब अच्छा ही होता रहता है. But that's always naturally not the case because the emphasis is perhaps a lot more on the superstar for obvious reasons. There's a business concern associated with that. So accordingly script होता है, accordingly requirement होता है. आपने अच्छा काम किया, but of course perhaps the returns that you were looking forward to from the movie, it did not materialize the way that you perhaps thought. I think the first step towards understanding that is acknowledging कि हाँ मैंने जैसा चाहा था वैसा हुआ नहीं.
Of course.
After acknowledging that, how do you think you have bettered or kind of made your decision making ability a lot better so that you understand कि चलो next time अगर मेरे साथ, say for example you get an offer to work with Shah Rukh Khan, you might have that kind of pull to be a part of that movie, but you don't want to make the same mistake in terms of getting overshadowed.
No, I don't think I got overshadowed in Antim. I'm really grateful that that opportunity happened to me. A lot of people want to be a part of the big screen, and what better than, making a debut with Salman Khan.
Right.
I was not playing a furniture in that film.
Yes.
I had some meat and I
Right.
had some metal to show. So I think it was a great mixture of, yes, it's a commercial, action-driven, high-octane film, but at the same time there is this girl, perhaps with a lesser screen space, but she's got something to bring to the table.
Right.
So I'm really grateful, and yes, that opportunity did put me on a platform where now it's for me to decide कि मुझे अपनी journey कौन से direction में लेके जानी है. And yes, after Antim, because of my naivety or because of things that you hear about, I thought that maybe I will be offered with a platter of opportunities, but that didn't happen, and I've made my peace with it. So I'm going to make the best of what I get. People have come and asked me, so what is it that you want to do? I mean, you can only react to what you've been offered and prove yourself, right?
You mentioned this very important point. Second last question before I wrap up. You mentioned this point about getting only reacting to what you get. But at the same time, there's this approach which a lot of actors, I believe, they follow, is aggressively messaging directors or producers that we want to work. पहले क्या होता था, इसको एक अलग तरीके से perceive किया जाता था कि oh यार I am this, I am that. The other person might take it in a different way. Ego होता था. But I think it's very important that you keep that ego part aside.
Of course.
Because we have seen recently, in the recent past, so many people have done good work, been a part of quality projects because perhaps they aggressively message someone.
Yeah.
And उन्होंने उस तरीके को react किया. They also respected that fact.
Yeah.
Do you also do that? It might take time to materialize, वो अलग बात है. But do you do that?
Honestly, I haven't done any of this so far.
But do you think it's a nice idea?
It is definitely a nice idea, and just to be able to introduce yourself as here I am, and I really want to work with you. It's important. पहले हमें लगता था कि oh no, उनको क्या लगेगा if
Right.
they so I think it's a great advice. But to be very honest, I don't resonate with it. A lot of people also have come and told me to go, and the socializing becomes an important aspect of the profession. But maybe as of now, I don't resonate with it. But maybe in future with time, because right now whatever I've got, it's through an audition, it's through
Right.
screen testing. But yes, I would love to get in touch with filmmakers and tell them that yes, here I am, and I would love to be a part of their project because there's a huge list.
So the last question before I wrap up, the audition clips are there for everyone to see. अगर मैं आपको बोलूँ कि you get an opportunity to WhatsApp 3 directors of your choice and send them a nice message with your audition clips that sir, ma'am, I want to work with you. अगर मैं आपको 3 directors का नाम लेने के लिए बोलूँ, तो वो कौन होंगे?
3 नहीं, 3,000 हैं. But okay, to answer your question, there's Sanjay sir, Sanjay Leela Bhansali, Raj and DK, and the filmy Kida in me really wants to work with Ayan Mukherjee. Obviously Karan sir for that matter. So it's a long list, but I do want to work with the best of the filmmakers and collaborate and do something really fun and exciting and challenging, definitely, as a performer.
Mahima, I genuinely believe in the power of manifestation and the law of universe. So I believe that जो बोला जाता है वो eventually कहीं ना कहीं जाके if you work towards it, it might genuinely happen. You have dealt with a lot of hardship right from the beginning. By God's grace, you are blessed with a lot of things right now, and आगे जाके I hope that it only gets better here onwards. More power to you, all the best.
Thank you.
I think it was quite a fascinating first chat. I wish we had more time. We could have spoken a lot more.
Of course.
But wish you all the best for everything
Thank
that you
you.
do. God bless. We'll stay in touch and have
For
a
sure.
rocking year going forward.
Thank you
so
so much.
It's a
Lovely
pleasure.
chatting with you.
Same here. That's a wrap on the Sunny G Show by Rohit Consulting Firm. This is your host Shubhajit. We'll see you again with another interesting episode very soon. Thank you so much. God bless.